A story can be good or bad. Good stories can make you think. It can fuel your creative imagination, create a discussion among your peers, and it can create a fandom. It's every creator's dream.
Nice.
Now, a bad story can make you rant on social media.
And mic drop.
Hello there, fellow artists and enthusiasts. Welcome to the Scribble Media, where we talk about comics, manga, anime, and everything under the sun. Today, we're going to talk about scripting comic books. Constructing a story is not easy. Nowadays, every story has already been thought of. No matter how unique you think your story is, there's always someone who conceived it first.
That man's an imposter! That man is the imposter!
With the power of the internet, those stories are readily available to your consumption. So how do you make it interesting when all of the stories are already thought of?
How will I know?
Here are some few points. If your story is character-driven, make your characters more relatable, down to earth. If your narrative is plot-driven, make it a page-turner. Every scene is thrilling and exciting.
It just got interesting.
Plot twists and incredible world building. Tropes are common nowadays. Don't be afraid to use them. You can't create something original deriving from tropes. I know, it's too generalized, but you'll understand once you've practiced writing. I read comics, novels, watch anime and movies all the time. Absorb every media you can consume. Create something of your own. As they say, it's not stealing when you gather from multiple sources. It's not that it condones stealing, but it's one way of researching for your own story. The more you absorb, the more you can create. Our mind is like a sponge. It can absorb lots of information. The only way to dispense those ideas is to write. Comic book, or manga, or webtoon writing is different from novel writing. Novels have words to tell your narrative. Let the readers world build with the use of their imagination. Comic writing has illustrations and words. They go hand in hand to make your story more interesting and appealing. So take a consideration in plotting out your illustrations and dialogue to give your narrative a dynamic storytelling. Before we start with the script writing proper, planning an issue or episode is a must. It will be easier for you to illustrate your pages once you plot out the entire issue or subsequent issues. Some other process starts with the writing the script, but since you're an artist and as well as a writer, it's much better to plot and thumbnail the issue first. Since we artists are visual people, it's easier for us to perceive the whole story. After plotting the whole episode, thumbnail sketch the pages and panels. Scribble the first thing that comes into your mind. But don't limit yourself to one version of your thumbnails. You can use those alternate versions of your thumbnails later. The purpose of thumbnailing is to loosely plan those illustrations in directing the reader's eye to the dialogue balloons, or the page turns, or even something of a focal point of your story. If it's a webtoon, direct the reader scrolling down to the next panel. And don't forget to leave spaces for your dialogues and captions while you're at it. After the thumbnails are done, it's time to start writing the script. With the visual information readily available, you can now write in the captions and dialogues. Study your favorite movie, or comic, or even anime. You can learn from their epic and awesome dialogues. You can outline important points of your story and make the dialogue and captions coincide your thumbnails. This way, you cannot miss those important details in your narrative, the flow of the story of your pages. And if you don't like the placement of the panels or pages, you can just easily switch them according to your written script. Or if you want to change the pacing of your story, you can add more panels or pages. It's a two-way relationship where the script and the thumbnails coexist and work together. Rewrites and revisions are normal in the creative process. So don't be afraid to remove, reiterate, and rearrange the panels or pages. So once you're done, you can now proceed with the pencil and the pages. And if you want to find out how with pencil, ink, color, and letter pages, check out this episode right here. There is no shortcut in writing grading scripts or stories. You just have to practice. So keep on writing and work on those creative muscles. You'll eventually master it and become an award-winning author someday.
Accept your little award, thank your agent and your god, and
If you have any questions about the content, you can comment down below. You can visit our website at www.scribblemedia.ph and read our comics at www.scribtunes.com. And if you find this video helpful, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. See you at the next video. Ayun mo.